Deadpool Wolverine isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning, and fans are already buzzing about what's coming next, because all the signs point to Marvel setting up a sequel that could completely change the MCU. Think about it, Deadpool has always broken the fourth wall, he's always mocked sequels, mocked studios, mocked superhero fatigue. But this time, it's different, because Marvel isn't just laughing with him, they're using this movie, to quietly build the future, to plant seeds for what could be the most insane continuation we've ever seen, and the craziest part. It's not just Deadpool, it's Wolverine 2, because Hugh Jackman swore he was done, he swore Logan was the end. But here he is, back in the yellow suit, and if Marvel can pull him back once, who's to say they won't do it again? That's why insiders are already whispering about a possible Deadpool Wolverine 2, or even a spin-off that launches the X-Men full force into the MCU, because this movie is already testing the waters. How far can they go? How much fan power can they bring back? How many old faces can they revive? And let's not ignore the elephant in the room, Marvel has been desperate for a savior, desperate for something to bring the hype back after Phase 4's mixed bag, and guess what? Deadpool and Wolverine might be it, which means Marvel won't just stop here, they can't, not when this kind of hype is finally back on their side. So yeah, this isn't just a one-off reunion, this feels like the first step in a bigger plan, a sequel, maybe even multiple sequels, that could drag the MCU out of its slump and into something fans haven't felt since Infinity War. So let's dig deeper, because if you thought Deadpool Wolverine was just a fun one-off, think again. This is Marvel testing the waters, setting the stage, and fans already believe the sequel is practically guaranteed. Why? Because Deadpool isn't just another Marvel character, he's the wild card, the one who can go anywhere, break any rule, and fix the mess Marvel has found itself in lately. And when you add Wolverine into that mix, suddenly it's not just chaos, it's chemistry, it's lightning in a bottle, the kind of chemistry studios chase for years, and Marvel knows they can't just walk away from that. And here's the kicker, the leaks are already starting. Some insiders are whispering that Marvel executives were blown away by the response to early screenings. That they've been quietly talking about ways to keep Wolverine in the mix, maybe not forever, but at least long enough to build towards Secret Wars. Imagine that, Deadpool standing shoulder to shoulder with Wolverine, Spider-Man, maybe even Iron Man in some multiversal twist. That's not just fan service, that's the kind of crossover that could reignite Marvel's cultural dominance overnight, but it's not just about bringing characters back, it's about what comes next. Think about it, Deadpool has always mocked the very idea of sequels, and yet, that's exactly what makes a sequel so perfect. He can joke about being dragged back into the MCU, he can rip on Disney, he can tease Wolverine for being too old for this. And at the same time he can open the doors for something bigger. A Deadpool Wolverine 2 wouldn't just be another movie, it would be the bridge, the spark that finally unites the X-Men with the MCU in a way fans have been begging for since Disney bought Fox. And here's where it gets wild, imagine this sequel setting up a world where Wolverine finally hands the torch to a younger version of the X-Men, where Deadpool literally mocks the MCU timeline as he hops across universes, where villains like Doctor Doom or even Magneto suddenly collide with Deadpool's insanity. This is the playground Marvel hasn't had the guts to fully explore. Until now, because let's face it, Marvel's been struggling. The hype that once carried them through 10 straight years of box office dominance. It's not the same anymore. But Deadpool Wolverine has changed that. The energy is back, the conversations are alive again, and if Marvel's smart, they'll seize this moment. Not waste it, and remember this, Hugh Jackman said Logan was his swan song, his goodbye. Yet here he is. So what's stopping him from returning again if the story and the money are right? And if fans scream loud enough, Marvel will listen. It's happened before, it will happen again, so don't be surprised if we start hearing official chatter about Deadpool Wolverine 2, or at the very least, Deadpool taking a front row seat in Avengers, Secret Wars. Because when you've got this kind of fan energy, this kind of cultural pull, you don't just pack it away, you double down, this isn't the end. It's only the start. So here's the bottom line, Deadpool Wolverine isn't just a movie, it's a reset button, the spark Marvel desperately needed, and the fans made it crystal clear, they want more. The chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman was too big, too electric, to be a one-off. Marvel knows it, the audience knows it, and the buzz around a sequel or even Deadpool leading into Avengers: Secret Wars is growing louder by the day, and here's the truth, Marvel can't afford to ignore this. Doctor Doom may be coming, Secret Wars may be the horizon, but Deadpool and Wolverine are the glue, the wild cards, the icons who can carry the franchise into its next era, because sometimes one movie isn't enough. Sometimes you need the sequel. And with Deadpool at the wheel, you better believe it won't just be bigger, it'll be crazier, bolder, and unforgettable, so buckle up, because this ride? It's only just beginning.